Good morning, everybody. If there's anyone out there, welcome to Morning Cuppa JoY. Unfortunately, our Mama P is not feeling too well today. So she asked me if I would open it up and give you all a place to come and share your love and talk. And I was hoping Grace Isis would be here right away. I think maybe that's her right now. Let me let her in. Good morning, my dear. How are you? You're muted, honey.
I'm just trying to keep cool. So I'm in the back room where it's a little cooler because the trees are out here. See the trees? So that's why I'm back here, but I'm fine. Are you well? How's Teri? Jean, are you frozen? Hi, Jean. Hello. Jean. Oh, hello, Jean. You're frozen. Okay, let me go. Oh, there you are. You're muted. You're muted.
Wonderful. Good start. Anyway, good morning if there's anyone out there. This is, as you can see, we got caught a little unawares, but we're very happy to do this for our Teri and hoping that she's getting rest and feeling better. I think she's thinking she has a reaction to certain foods. She's got a delicate tummy. So I think that's what happened. So I'm hoping it's nothing serious, but she's planning on seeing the doctor and making sure it isn't. So I hope you all are having a wonderful morning. I got up really early, just in case, because I told her last night that I would cover for her. And it's not that there's any particular material or anything. It's just that I like for you all to have a place to come in and give love and support to everybody in the family. And Grace Isis is so wonderful to come in and help me. And she's checking to see if anybody's online. Is anybody there? Nope.
I was going to play our song.
We're talking to ourselves. Well, I'm just going to pretend you're out there. And
let's check. I think there might be.
Okay. Anyhow, I got up so early. I started looking at the news, which I never do. I wanted. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute! She found her music.
Do you want to do that, or you want to do your?
No. Go ahead and do the music. I think that puts everybody in a good mood. Me too. My blue dot is back. My blue dot. Ooh, it's back.
No, no, but I'm in a room where it's a bit cooler at the back.
I'm sorry, I
In a
gotta
room
put
that's a
my
bit cooler.
volume up because I can't hear you. Okay.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah. You could be in Kenya. It looks like that, kind of.
I know. It's cool at the back here because there are trees. In the front, it's hot, the sun. So we have 90
That's where it
degrees.
comes in, isn't it? Look at my hair. Oh my goodness. Oh well.
It looks beautiful.
I love your scarf. I want to start getting me some.
Just red silk. Put it on. Thank you.
Dogs are still asleep.
What?
My doggies are still asleep.
You should have been there.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Right.
Oh, thank you, Grace Isis. Now I was saying that I was looking at the news before we came on, waiting to see if Teri would send me a message. And there's a good reason I don't look at the news. There was nothing good on, no good news. The best news was they found a skull in China that they think might be a link to, yeah, the missing link or whatever. So,
Okay.
but everything else. And, but I think we should try to keep not only Teri in our prayers, but also those poor people in that collapsed building. You know, that just breaks my heart when so many people lose their lives sooner maybe than they needed to, and through neglect maybe. Seems like it's been neglect for the buildings, so that's so sad. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. You know, I feel like it's been so long since we did this, I don't even remember what we did anymore.
So we can do
the heart brain. Yes.
Yes, get us into the realm, into the mood, and then I will read who is on with us, and we'll proceed from there.
That would be wonderful. Okay, so we're going to do our heart brain. And all of you pretty much, except for maybe newcomers, know what that is. But what we're going to do is we're going to try to connect our heart, which is the site of all love and kindness. And we're going to try to connect that with our brain, where sometimes it get messed up with the nonsense of the world. And we want to get rid of all that. So what we're going to do is first we're going to cover our heart with our hand, because where we put our hand, we'll put our focus there. And then we're going to slow down our breathing to the count of 5. And exhale to the count of 5. And when we exhale, let go of all the tension, all the worries, all the stress that it seems like we can't lose sometimes. Just let it all flow out. And bring in, with the next breath, happiness and joy. Think of something just wonderful, something that makes you so happy Maybe it was a person. Maybe it was an event. Or maybe it's just thinking about our wonderful family. And then we're going to climb up our spine from our heart to our brain and join them. So all that nonsense that's in that head, all the illusions that this world wants to give us, just melts away. And we find that beautiful, beautiful place of peace and love. And we're going to rest there for a minute or so. And then we're going to declare our I ams. I am grateful for this beautiful family. I am strong and I am healthy. I am blessed to be standing in the light. And I am love and peace. Grace Isis?
I am grateful. I am guided. I am gentle compassion. I am giving, loving, and lifting all with light and love. I am peace.
That was our I ams, and we would love to know your I ams. If there's anyone out there, Grace, is there anyone out there?
Yes, we have Julie Kiss.
Oh,
Good.
hi.
Yeah, I hear you now. We have Suzanne Millard. Good morning,
Oh,
peace.
hi, Suzanne.
Joanne Castrillo. Good morning. Billy Hawkins.
Good morning, Joanne.
Good morning. Deidre, I'm back in New York again. I've missed you all. Erica Hope is watching.
Oh,
Kathy Han says good morning. And let me see. Joanne says, thank you for thinking about the condo collapse in Surfside. I live very close to this location. Thank you for telling us, Joanne. And we have Deidre. Kathy, I am worthy. I am compassionate. I am thankful. I am peace. Deidre, I am loving you, beautiful ladies, and grateful. Erica, I am grateful. I am safe. Richard Morrow says, good morning, everyone. Stacy Small Stacy Small good morning. Rosalind Good Vibes. Rosalind Good Vibes. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, Peapod. I'm happy to start the day with you all. Jennifer Langren, I am grateful and thankful. Tony De La Rosa, good morning, ladies.
Tony. Oh, Tony, I hope you're feeling well. I hope everyone is. Kathy, I've been praying for your son. I hope he's doing better. And Susan, what is the new information on your test? I've been wondering about that. And sometimes our lives get so busy and we don't get to actually um, talk back and forth and text back and forth. And I apologize for that. I'm the worst. But I always think about you and you're in my prayers and hoping that all of you are just living in happiness and joy. And we're going to, like I said, hold Teri in our prayers today, and we're going to hold the people who have passed away, unfortunately, in this terrible accident. I don't know about you all, but the weather here has just been really crazy. If you have any kind of weird stuff going on, let us know. We can talk about it. But we've been having rain. We're in the desert. I mean, really the desert. And we've been having like 3-4 days now of rain every single day. That's very unusual. And what happens here is that everything floods. That's because we're not used to having rain. So we don't have like a sewer system. Like in New York, they have those sewers that the water runs down. We have nothing like that. So the water goes from the high places to the low places, and the poor people who live in all the low places get flooded. Luckily, I live in a high place, but I feel for them because it's really hard to deal with that. And a lot of you know about that. But I don't know if you've been having a big change in weather. I think it's time for us to start thinking pretty seriously, not just personally, but worldwide about protecting Mother Earth, because we are really messing her up. we have been abusing her for so long, and now we're paying the consequences of that abuse. And we're having fires in Sedona. We're having fires in Mount Shasta. Our beautiful Mount Shasta is having fires right now. And so everything's kind of topsy-turvy. So all we can do is have faith, hang in there, and realize that we are blessed, that we know what is happening, because some people don't. But anyway,
We have a few comments.
Sure, please.
Sorry. So we have Deidre. Well, Deidre said Rumi to Tony De La Rosa. And Tony says, I have been feeling really good lately. Thank you, family, for all your prayers. Stacy Small Lord says, we have had a lot of storms. The last 2 days have been hot, hot, hot. So then we have Angelina Rice. Good morning. That's someone new. Good morning. Welcome. Suzanne says, thank you, Jean. Yes, someone new. Angelina. Suzanne says, thank you, Jean. Love you. I couldn't get the tests done. I have to find an open MRI. Okay. And then Deidre says 93 degrees here today. Jennifer Langren, we are getting a lot of rain. And Rosalind says hot in California too. Multiple days over 100 degrees. Very hot in Pennsylvania too, says Suzanne. And Rosalind Good Vibes says, oh, somebody on EWN, sorry, Enlightened Living, says, Rosalind Good Vibes, same here and humid. The humidity is too much this summer so far.
That's the strangest thing, because we don't have humidity here because we're desert. So it's very dry. But with the rains we've been having, what happens is while it's raining, it's cool and it's nice. but then the rain
Yes.
stops periodically for a little while, and the humidity, we're not used to humidity. The humidity just kills you. No, seriously, you walk around your body. I don't know if this happens to you all where you live, where you have humidity. The water comes out of your body. It's like what did they call it? Condensation on your body. So your body becomes dripping wet, and you're walking around like this. I don't know how you stand it because we're not used to it at all. Our bodies are not used to it at all. But
Thank you. It's Stacy who's on EWN, Enlightened Living. So when she responds, it goes EWN. So now we know. So hi, Stacy. So Kathy Hand says, very hot and humid, but will change to 70s and rain later this week.
Oh, that's cool you off. Some.
Yes, Stacy says, yeah. Right. Yes. Stacy says the humidity makes it hard to breathe. Yes, dripping wet, tropical paradise, laughing out loud. Angelina Rice says, Stacy Small Lord, hi. I think she knows Stacy. Anyway, so yes. And so Erica says, Grace Isis, you're here in New York. Keep cool, drink plenty of water. I love you. Thank you, I am. So, Jean, would you like to pull a Kuan Yin card?
Absolutely. We always have to have Kuan Yin. And if I have to, I'll get the little book. But she always tells us what she wants. Okay.
Right. And I have to tell you, we have a power number. We are 12. 12 is a powerful number. The 12 watching.
Oh, it is.
Yes, the 12 disciples.
That's true. I think 12 is what they call a perfect number. There are certain numbers that they consider perfect ones, and 12 is one of them. So let's see what Kuan Yin has to say today.
Oh, so this is the card.
Oh, I haven't never seen that one.
The gate. Yes, it says the gates of heaven. And I think it's very appropriate knowing what we're going through, lifting everybody up in Florida, and also those who can't make it to a cool shelter. We are also losing some lives due to the heat. So I think this Kuan Yin is on point here. So it says, the gates of heaven. All beings have an ultimate spiritual destiny of happiness and freedom. Yet some can become frightened of divine love and believe they will do better to hide from it instead of moving towards it. Sometimes we need to help beings find their way to the light by holding peace and unconditional love in our hearts as we pray for the good that all creatures deserve.
That's beautiful. It is appropriate because not just for the people in Florida, of course, there were so many deaths at one time, but we've been losing a lot of people. A lot of our family are losing family members and things. And it's hard, it's hard, but and this is my opinion. So, but I think it would be interesting to debate. When someone transitions, you're going to miss them awfully. You're going to miss them, that there's going to be that emptiness there. But you have to realize that they've just gone on to another step. And I was talking to someone the other day who had lost someone. And I lost my sister a couple of years ago. And I just feel like she went into another room. And it gave me some meaning. Jesus once said that my Father's house has many rooms. I don't know if you remember reading that. You and me are we're Bible readers, so, but my father's house has many rooms. And it kind of made sense to me when I thought about it, that we're all together, we're all one. You know, whether our family has transitioned or not transitioned, we're together, we're the same, but we're in different rooms. And so that kind of gives me comfort. You know, it's like when my children live away from me, and they've been away from me for years. It doesn't mean I don't love them. It doesn't mean that I don't communicate with them. So I feel the same way about people who have transitioned over. I feel like they're just in a different place in my father's house, and I can talk to them still, and I love them, and they're still as alive to me as they, as they ever were. And I don't know, but I hope that gives comfort to some people. And I want to tell Angelina that usually Teri's here, and you'll love Teri. So we're just trying to fill in for her. So don't give up on Morning Cuppa, because she's not here. So it's a beautiful place where people come to encourage each other and have a good day. Go ahead.
Yes.
Another comment?
No, I was going to make a joke. Today it's Abbott and Costello on.
Exactly. I was going to say that we were Abbott and Costello, and then I thought, no, I might, that might not go over well. I don't know.
Just a little bit of humor. Two angels moving along.
Yes. Yeah. And the other thing is, I should have brought my phone in, because I can't even see what the time is. Let me see if I minimize this a little bit. Okay, so I need to keep track of the time. Anyway, Gigi, did you find a place in Michigan where you want to stay that you would like to be? Tell us. We're interested. I know it takes a while to respond.
Yeah. So we have a Kathy Hand says, Gee, thank you. And Colin is still in need of prayers and guidance. I know that he has a lot of good inside him, but he thinks poorly of himself, like he just expects to be bad kid, the black sheep, and the one who is destined to be a bad person. I think that's her prayer, but she's just letting you know that's.
Yes. Kathy, I really should have texted you personally. I had trouble with one of my sons, and he was always kind of a depressed sort of a person. I used to worry about him when he was in high school, because he would always seem so sad. And I don't know I think that, well, you all know me, and I try to raise my kids to be good kids. And I think he got a lot of teasing and stuff in high school. So he was always kind of sad. And when he finally got out of high school and went away to school, he kind of went a little crazy. And he started doing things that he shouldn't have been doing. And there was a whole almost 2 years that we didn't even know where he was. We from day to day, we didn't know where he was. The last place that he had lived, he had moved. We had no number, no contact. And finally, my husband went to where he was living. It was in Rhode Island, and found him. But those were kind of changing years for him. They affected him to the point, and some of you know this, some of you don't. My son, this particular son, is a minister, and he helps homeless people. He helps in his city to set up programs for them in the winter. Right now, he's doing that in the summer when the heat gets so bad. And he's a very good man. So don't give up hope on Colin. I think that some people have to go through that dark night of the soul to come out the other end and find what their purpose is. So I don't know if that helps any, but I'm sure there's others who have gone through similar things. So, you know, it hurts when it's your own child, but God loves him and we love him.
Each and every one of them. Yes. And let's see. So let me just see. I pulled a card from Abraham.
Oh, did you?
See?
Oh, okay.
Yes. And it's appropriate for
so
what you just
true.
Yes. And it says, our opinions about our children can influence their behavior. And at the back, the message is, the more you see things in your child that you do not want to see, the more of that you will see. So the behavior that elicit from your child is more about you than it is about your child. This is actually true of all of your relationships. But since you think about your child more than you do of most others, your opinion about your child plays a greater role in its behavior.
That is so, so true. And, you know, how can I put this? In some ways, sometimes I think we try to live through our children. You know, we try to, if we see something in them that we don't like, it's a reflection on something we don't like in ourselves. And the thing is that they were born free. We were all born free without our minds being filled with all kinds of things. And we can't live their life for them. They have to live it for themselves. We can guide them. We can show them, mostly by example, how you should be, or how you should feel the compassion and the love for others. But we can't live the lives of our children. And we always need to unconditionally love them the way God unconditionally loves us. And he does instruct us in different ways and gentle ways. And I think that's probably the best pattern to follow, is how he treats us. We need to treat others, even our children. We shouldn't expect them to be perfect. We're not perfect, but we are perfect inside. And that's what we should see, is that perfect divine being that's inside everyone, including our children. You know, and a lot of us have had childhoods we've had to get over. We've had to learn to let a lot of things go. So the best thing we can do, I can say, is love our children. What do you think, Grace?
I think so too. And it's a very fine line. However, when we go deep inside, sometimes we forget that they're here too for their journey and their lessons.
Exactly.
And what we can do is just hold them in the place of love. But sometimes you have to let go of the rope a little, but let them know that there is an open door, that they can always come back to talk to you. And sometimes, it's very hard. I'm not a parent, so I don't know. But I have little children, because I'm called the Pied Pipers. I have all these kids that follow me. They're kids of my friends and people like that. But I do believe, and sometimes, once they grow up, once they're older, they have a mind of their own. So what we can do is just be mindful of them. And like you said, Jean, if you see that they're steering a little bit away, you can just send a word, because the ones that are doing that are the older ones. Just lift them up in prayers and they'll hear you, because you have to go back to connect with spirit. We forget that. And we are always constantly going with our Google or our, brain, our logical reasoning. And it's okay to do that, but it has to come from the heart, just as we do the heart-mind connection. And if you do that in prayer and in your quiet time, talk to their spirit in the quiet time.
Your higher self, yes.
Exactly. I think that's what we're being told to do, because there are things that are beyond our control, as in where they want to go. We're just a custodian. We're just a chaperone to certain parts of their life. But we are the guardian for many, but we are more the love of God, the love of the divine for them. We are that extension. That's how I look at it as, and it's painful. It's painful.
It is painful.
Yeah, because it can even happen with just a sibling who is really, very disruptive.
Like those 2 years that we didn't know where my son was so painful. Mm-hmm. But I prayed for him, and at least I feel like okay, he had to do that, but he knew that there was a divine. He knew that there was something he needed to do, and that's why he turned around, and he went almost the opposite way, what I'm saying. But the thing is, he had to learn that so he could help others, and that's what he's doing now. So a lot of times our lessons are really hard, but they're there for a reason. And like Teri says all the time, nothing happens by accident. Everything is your story, your plan. You're right.
I believe that.
So, Kathy?
It also helps us to discern.
That's
Sorry,
right.
oops.
You disappeared on me. But anyway, Kathy, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have talked this long on that, but I just wanted you to know that we've all experienced these kind of things, and that you're doing what you can do the most, is just loving him, praying for him, and letting him find the guidance that he will get eventually. So anyway, I think it's time that everyone starts putting in prayer requests. I understand also that India is having another bout of COVID because of this new strain. So we want to keep them in our prayers too. And if Grace Isis is I guess her thing did the same thing as mine. The internet cuts out. I don't know why it does. So I may not be able to hear your prayers or read your prayers. There she is. But
it's my hygiene. It's my electricity has gone off. My charge. So I'm just charging my phone. So I'll read
okay.
some of the comments here. Deidre said she just put so just so that we're not cut off. Let me see. Oh boy. Okay.
You would think we've never done this before. The way things are going. But anyway, that's life.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Oh boy. There we are. Now.
Okay, if there's any special prayers, let me know.
Okay.
Okay, because besides Teri, I would also like to put in the prayer circle my brother-in-law, who is going to have surgery today, and my oldest daughter, who's having surgery tomorrow. So anybody else have some personal prayers, I would love to include them. And even if you don't include them verbally, as Marietta says, God knows that they're in your heart, and he hears the prayer for them too.
Okay, so we have a message from Deidre. I'm putting applications in for housing. It takes a while. It took 3 years to get where I am now.
Oh.
And then, yes. Then we have here. Oh, and Angelina Rice says, Deidre, check your inbox. I sent you a text.
Oh.
Yes. And Angelina says, good morning to Kathy Han. Deidre says, if you mean messenger, it did not come through. Okay, that's a personal message. Okay. Deidre says, Jean, Sally needs an answer about the Michigan retreat by Friday.
Oh,
Teri
okay.
hasn't responded to her yet. Deadline coming quickly. And the others are messages back.
Okay.
For today.
I don't know if any of you, excuse me,
yes.
I'm sorry.
And then we have,
I was just going to say, if anyone doesn't know, Sally's trying to get a family reunion together in Michigan in September. And she needs to know, apparently, I'm so glad Deidre said that. She needs to know by Friday because, I imagine she has to rent the place. And so she has to know for sure how many are coming. And that way we know how much everyone's going to have to pay. So it's a beautiful camp from what I understand. And we would have pretty much, I guess, the whole camp for all of us. And so everybody, if you're wanting to go, and that way we can all meet each other in person and actually give each other a hug, then that would be a very good thing for you to let Sally know by Friday, okay? And so that's an important announcement. I feel like I'm falling asleep. Wake up, Jean. So okay.
We have prayers from, I think this is Stacy. Prayers for the people still missing in the condo collapse and their families. Prayers for the officer who was shot near my home. Oh, very sorry. So sorry. Prayers for all who are in need. Love you all. I think that's Stacy. Let me see any more prayers. Deidre, prayers for everyone everywhere for Gaia and world peace. Suzanne, prayers for myself and my family, our beautiful family here. Prayers for Gaia, love, peace, and compassion.
Wonderful. Okay, well, let's go ahead and we'll say our prayer and we'll hopefully put out some good vibrations that will help lift up everybody who's suffering right now. So if we could take a moment, please. And I know that I pray differently than Teri, but we all pray, don't we, in the way that is familiar to us. Dear Heavenly Father, we approach you gratefully. We want to thank you for our beautiful lives, for the joy of knowing the truth of how you exist and how you plan to bring peace to the earth. We want to ask you for some special requests. We are looking to the people who have been captured in that terrible collision and all their family members who have lost someone or someone is still missing. Give them peace and comfort. Help them to know that there is more to life than just sadness and weeping. Please help all of our Mother Earth because she is suffering. Please help her heal herself so she can help us heal ourselves. Please help Teri. Please help the police officer, who I don't know his name, but actually help all our police officers. They're going through a terrible time right now. And I know that some have done wrong, but some of them are very good people who just really want to help us. Please, I'm praying for my brother-in-law, Jim, and my daughter, Marianne. Please help Susan and her beautiful family, and Kathy and her beautiful family. Please help Colin to find rest in his soul. Please help all of our P family and our Angelic River family. Bless their families with good health, abundance, and love. Please bless our P family and our angelic family so they have the trust and the faith that we know we need to really see through the illusions in this world. Give us strength. Give us your divine love. And please bring peace to our planet. We love you. We love the angelic family you've given to us for our help. And we pray for our whole world of mankind that they too find peace. Thank you for everything again, and amen. So, anyway.
Deidre says, love your prayers, Jean.
Oh, well, they are a little different, but I tend to go on a little bit. But you know, that's something I've always done since I can remember when I was even tiny. It's like I told people the other day that I've always called him Father because my father and I didn't have a good relationship. So he was my father and he'll always be my father. And, you know, most days I ask him, let me bring honor to you, because that's the way I feel that my life should be led in such a way to bring honor and gratitude for what he has done for me and for all of us. So anyway, I'm sorry, that was kind of personal, but, and you know, one of the greatest things he's done is given me this family. So I just, yeah,
and we're so grateful.
Yes. Okay, well, I tell you what, I know it's a little early, but I think maybe we will call it a morning, and we're all gonna go out and have a very good day, right? And we're going to, let's do something. I'm gonna do something today. I'm gonna call or text 2 people that I want to lift up today. Maybe if we each call or text 2 people, we can bring a little bit of joy into someone's life. And I think that would be a good thing to do. So let's do that. And I want to thank Grace Isis because she's a lifesaver coming in with me. And we're all praying for Teri to get better and be here tomorrow. So love you all. We're going to do the circle of love. I'm going to call it circle of love, where we all are envisioning us standing in a great big huge circle. And we are going to spread joy and love to all of us. But we're going to especially turn to the person on our left, whoever that person might be. And we're going to say, thank you. I love you. So Grace Isis is going to count us down. You want to count us down?
Yes. 3, 2, 1.
Thank you. I love you.
I love you.
Thank you, Grace Isis. And thank you, everyone, for being here and helping me get through this. And I love you all so much. And have a wonderful, wonderful day. Music.
And they're all saying thank you. Every single person says thank you. Continue to prayers for Teri. Thank you. I love you. They've all sent their thank yous. I love you. And great job, ladies. So let's get the music on.
Let's get the music
thank you
going.
for just the faith and coming to be with a family.
And I want to dance like Zena today. So play the music.
Oh, hold on.
She has to switch from the comments to the music is the problem.
It's a beautiful day.
It's a beautiful is in the day. There we go.
Yeah, got it. Ooh. Oops, my internet.
There we go.
Calm down. Oh, Lord, have mercy.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter, Grace Isis. We got it in here.
Okay, good.
When I was a teenager, I was the greatest chair dancer. Couldn't dance worth a lick, but I could chair dance.
On the chair. It just lifts us up, puts us in a different place, take all that energy, all that beautiful light.
Absolutely.
And the song adds the push into the world for us.
Just stop during the day sometime and envision that divine light coming down and going right into your crown chakra, filling you with that beautiful, beautiful divine light.
Yes, amen. I see Zena dancing.
I'm a great chair dancer. I bet Zena could teach me a few moves, huh? Beautiful. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Love you so much.
Namaste.
Thank you, Grace
to all.
Liza. Namaste.
Namaste. Stay to all.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I keep forgetting I have to turn